Hello, this pitch is for Fermata Films, a multi-cam production company in Lubbock. My name is Thomas Breckeisen, and I am the Director of Productions for Fermata Films. I have a particular love and interest in preserving our live production communities, from high schools up to community performances. As a performer myself and growing up in Las Vegas, I started to participate with music at an early age, and by the time I was in high school, I was playing professionally and a member of the union. I've always been a fan and an advocate for youth music, dance, and theater, and this is a way that I can give back through my filming capabilities to be able to preserve these performances for our community. After I exited the military, of which I spent about 10 years, I returned to school for music and fell in love with film scoring. That naturally led to a double major in film, where I have had a very good career in producing and creating films, and I am currently now a professor of practice at Texas Tech in the Creative Media Industries program, where I teach advanced filmmaking. So Fermata Films is very close to home, and it's our way of being able to preserve these performances. The name actually comes from a musical term. A fermata is the musical symbol that allows a conductor to sustain a note for an indefinite amount of time, and that's what we're trying to do, is to sustain these performances. We are a high-definition 4K multicam production company, and we focus on youth and community performances here in Lubbock and the West Texas area. Again, we're veteran-owned. And I've had over 15 years experience, worked in productions like MTV and American Idol, plus numerous live productions with monster drinks, with motocross, monster trucks, various sporting events, and shorts and feature films. The problem that we see here, especially in Lubbock, is there are communities that do not have access to high-quality multicam production companies. This is particularly true in more underserved and smaller organizations or nonprofits or schools that might not have the budget to be able to afford equipment, personnel, or the ability to hire somebody to record these performances. This results in very poor quality of videos to preserve these performances, especially for youth, and that's what we're trying to solve. We want to not have the same situation that I had growing up, where these performances are just lost to memory. It'd be great to be able to have them to be able to look at for the rest of their lives. And we don't really have a whole lot of providers, actually none, at the level that we are trying to do here in Lubbock. You can see down here at the bottom, our target areas are going to be theater productions, solo artists, and group ensembles that we'll be working with. We have already started. We are in that very startup mode. We have kind of a skeleton crew and skeleton amount of gear. Which is why we're constantly looking for more help and support and financial assistance to be able to increase our capabilities to reach out to the communities that we want to serve. We try to strive to be affordable. This is not a business where we're trying to replace income that we have. We feel secure in our position at Texas Tech. So there's a little bit of a philanthropy kind of bone that's holding up the spine of this production company. But we do recognize that through time, we'll have maintenance and upgrades that we need to consider, and that's kind of our business model that I'll go into in a couple minutes. We are looking at the underserved populations and trying to provide a reasonable solution for them to be able to have their productions recorded. But we also know that there are budgeted clients that we have that we can charge a little bit more and provide more services for. But at the end of the day, they are all professional quality and community focused. And here at the bottom, you can see that these are our Facebook posts for Fermata Films, that we've already been working with the Hollingsworth Hall Cultural Center and some of their productions, with Sad Monkey up in Canyon, and also some religious organizations for their performances here in Lubbock. Our business model surrounds gigs. So most of the time what we're going to be doing is we're getting our revenue from gigs, but we do have some add-ons that we can focus on, mostly marketing content for the organizations that we're working for. The cost that we have that we would like to at least have a main supply for the year is our website, insurance, limited travel, so gas and insurance and other fees that we have marked per production, and then a reserve for maintenance and upgrades that we'll need. Using the Lubbock ISD and partners in the arts community as well as educators, these are our typical partners that we're going to be working with to be able to get our word out and connect with our communities. For the most part, we're going to be using word of mouth and building those recurring relationships with schools and other performing arts centers, as they do frequently create new performance opportunities, and we'd like to just be their go-to performance production house for their needs. Our marketing that we're doing now is we are doing a lot of reaching out to our director clients. We are and artists that are in the area. We have a hard time with this a little bit because we have very minimal live equipment to be able to create the content that we need to be able to further market ourselves a little bit more effectively. But right now we are trying to at least send out 10 emails every month. These 10 emails are emails that are actually giving us good feedback for leads, not just being ignored. We're not just sending 10, but we want to have positive returns on our emails. And then as our productions improve, we'll be using more Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok Reels. You can see here on the right-hand side, these are ones that already exist of our clients and how much they've appreciated working with Fermata Films. We will also offer referrals to our clients if they refer to other people, and then there'll be also opportunities for us to do volunteer events where we can pass out information and to get our word out there. Our team consists of our family, so myself, my wife Mary, and our two daughters Elizabeth and Lillian. I am the director of productions, and I work mostly as the technical director of the project. Mary is the photographer if required, or the cinematographer, so she'll be on camera oftentimes. Our youngest daughter Elizabeth is also a camera operator, and our oldest daughter Lillian is a student at South Plains studying live music technology with an emphasis in live performance. So she does all of our audio work. I do most of the work myself. There's a lot that's involved there, minus the camera work. And then my wife does mostly photography. So we kind of hit both ends. Where we feel like we're a little bit limited is we would like to start having 2 to 5 gigs per semester. We will be using the semester benchmark as our goal setting because most of the productions are going to follow an academic cycle. We're looking at $6,000 to $8,000 total revenue for the year to match our costs and to upgrade our gear. And then we do have ambitions to go a little bit larger, to do a little bit more live events that are outdoors. And so we're going to have some needs to be able to fulfill that. We are operating at with a small set of cameras currently. A lot of our technology, a lot of our money has gone into recording and setup, but we are now in need of more cameras. So about $12,000 for studio quality cameras. $8,000 for studio quality microphones. And then eventually we would like to get to where we have a nice production truck with a good setup inside to do performances out in the community that are outside. So amphitheater, or perhaps even moving to sports or other live performance groups or live events like that. So that's what Fermata Films is. And again, I'm Tommy Breckeisen, Director of Productions. I appreciate your time in listening to this pitch. Look forward to being able to connect and grow. And thank you.